Why did Fortnite remove the Dragon Ball Z glider? Think about it, why hasn't The Rock been seen in over 500 days? There are secret reasons a collab may never return, but Rick and Morty, everyone knows why. Is the reason because he's just a Battle Pass skin? No. The voice actor Justin Roiland got in a lot of trouble and was fired from both the show and the game High on Life. Battle Pass skins have returned with variants, but one thing Epic Games avoids is controversy, and this is one of the biggest. Now, Star Wars is back in Fortnite, everyone has returned from over the years, but one of the most popular is missing. The biggest show on Disney Plus is The Mandalorian, and he has become one of the most iconic additions to the Star Wars universe, so when he came to Fortnite in 2021, the internet went crazy. It was so popular they dropped the Mando's Bounty LTM entirely themed around a Battle Pass skin. We could complete challenges for Beskar armor, finish the pass for Baby Yoda, even use his mythic jetpack and sniper rifle. Obviously, as an exclusive skin, Mando isn't returning, but what about his LEGO version that only just released? Still no, you had to buy him all the way back in 2021. He's not the only lovable character you'll miss out on. We are 2 months away from Deadpool coming to the MCU, and if there is one thing Fortnite is known for, it's promoting Marvel. Fans are desperate to see a new Deadpool in the shop, hopefully based on his design from the films rather than the comics. But it won't make up for the fact that the original skin was borderline perfect. When he was revealed as the secret collab for the spy season, players were determined to get their hands on him. Only problem? Fortnite is constantly getting new players, and if any of you are hardcore Deadpool fans, you are guaranteed never to get this skin. Same goes for his buddy Wolverine. We've had a handful of outfits for this guy, whether it's the iconic yellow suit, a Logan style, or a Wolverine Zero version, there's been plenty of chances to get him. But sadly, they were all limited time, just like some of Fortnite's gaming legends. The most famous characters in gaming history are never returning, leaving fans heartbroken. These are not forgettable people either, it's huge names that carry entire franchises like Lara Croft. That's right, you'll never be able to get your hands on the Tomb Raider, whether it's her modern design or the classic PlayStation 1 version. The same goes for the main character of Metal Gear, Solid Snake. He was only added recently, but fans are already starting to realize he's never coming back. We'll also never get to play as Doomslayer. Only players in Chapter 4 can get him through a Battle Pass, and if you're a fan of The Witcher, you'll equally be disappointed that Geralt is gone forever. Hopefully Epic realized that collabs are going to be desired for years to come, and locking them in time Battle Passes is a mistake. Another very bad decision was to cast The Rock as the Foundation, who, like I said, has been gone for almost 2 years. Well, I'll tell you why. Epic secured the biggest actor in the world to lead the storyline, except this has become a problem. Dwayne has been accused of showing up 8 hours late to filming, peeing in water bottles, and being difficult to work with. So imagine how hard it'll be to get him back to Fortnite without Donald Mustard's help. To make things worse, the Foundation was, of course, a Battle Pass outfit. And at the time, fans were super annoyed about this because he was shaping up to be a very important character. Imagine if he appeared in live events for Chapter 6 and beyond, only for his skin to be exclusive to veteran players. Even if you want The Rock's other outfit, that also might be banned. Black Adam dropped in the store back in Chapter 3, and players were freaking out, except a few years have passed, and the movie franchise isn't going anywhere. DC is remaking their entire universe, and any future Black Adam movies with Dwayne are cancelled. A franchise that'll never die is Transformers, and of course, I can't mention him without the most popular character of all, Optimus Prime. There's basically a new Transformers film every year, yet we only got Optimus in Chapter 4. It was a long time coming. One of the first Easter eggs in Fortnite was Truckosaurus, an homage to The Simpsons, and of course, everyone's favorite robot. After requesting this for years, he finally dropped, only to be an exclusive tier 100 skin. Not to mention the mythic Cybertron cannon we all loved, well, you just had to be there. Battle Passes have ruined so many chances to get popular skins, but that is not why the Ferrari will never show up again. Nowadays, we're used to getting constant brands like McLaren or Lamborghini, but they're just cosmetic skins for the Whiplash. Back then, this was an exclusive vehicle on the map that smoked every other car. Fans absolutely loved it. But sadly, the reasons why it was special are also why it'll never return, as vehicle cosmetics have guaranteed the death of exclusive supercars. If it does come back, it'll probably just be an item shop skin. One of the craziest decisions Fortnite has ever made was designing an entire season around Marvel. This broke the internet at the time and brought millions of players to the game. It definitely was a huge gamble that paid off, except now we're looking back on it and that Battle Pass was almost too ambitious. They filled this with everyone, from Iron Man and Thor to Doctor Doom and Mystique. Because of their exclusivity, Fortnite has had to think outside the box to bring these iconic characters back. This was the OG Groot, but if you want him in 2024, you'll have to buy this skin from Guardians Volume 3. Honestly, I do kind of prefer the item shop bundle, but anyone who likes the original will never be able to get him. An Icon series cosmetic that everyone forgets about was never sold in the item shop. When Mr. Beast came to Fortnite, he dropped tons of content, including 2 outfits and a custom tournament. Well, who remembers the secret Beast umbrella that only 100,000 people were allowed to get? As you can tell, if you perform well enough in the Mr. Beast Survival Challenge, you would earn this glider, and to this day, it's the only part of the collab that'll never return. Reminds me of other YouTuber items that new players won't even know about. With the release of Lazarbeam's Icon series, he got his own LTM, and with it, a custom exotic pistol. It was Laser's Flint Knock, a weapon that would send you flying with each shot. Cypher PK also got his own tournament, and this included an exclusive grenade. Instead of a porta-fort, you would throw this down and spawn in Cypher's Trap Tower, a classic build that he was known for trolling with. Now, you could use them yourself, but both were only in a single tournament, meaning they were gone the same day. Now, earlier I mentioned how players are upset about the disappearance of the Mandalorian, but to make things worse, you could find Darth Vader on the map right now. We are literally able to fight him, just don't get your hopes up for buying him because Vader was locked behind a battle pass. The same goes for his former apprentice Ahsoka, who randomly appeared in Heist Season, the weirdest cameo of all time. It's not just skins we aren't able to get, as Kylo Ren's lightsaber, along with the First Order blaster rifle, have vanished. They were only released to promote the sequels, but this time it is all about the original trilogy. Problem is though, you can't even fly in their famous ship. Fortnite locked the most iconic glider in Star Wars behind a Winterfest present in 2019, meaning no one can ever unlock the Millennium Falcon again. And even though the Dragon Ball collab will return time and time again, one cosmetic is banned from coming back: the Nimbus glider. It's one of the most popular items in this crossover, but did you know in the first week of Dragon Ball, there was an identical glider? Epic eventually removed it from the bundle, worried that players would mistake it for the Mythic, and it hasn't been seen since. The most requested collab to return this season is Kratos. For the majority of Chapter 5, players have been begging Epic to bring him back, especially now that we're in an ancient Greek season. I mean, he's literally the god of war, and his whole thing is killing Greek gods, so it was kind of perfect. Not to mention, this collab was in the item shop, so he could come back at any moment. In fact, not only was it perfect timing with the season, but the reboot turned 6 years old on April 20th, so everything lined up for this to happen. There were even rumors Kratos would return with his son Atreus, yet nothing happened. The bundle keeps getting updated, so fans are still holding out hope, but if he doesn't release by the end of the season, it could be time to accept that Kratos might never be coming back. I really hope he does though. Yet one crossover went completely under the radar. On some random day in 2020, Fortnite players logged in to find a legendary umbrella that could work as a glider, a shield, and a weapon. It was super versatile, and yet they almost never acknowledged its existence, only for it to vanish. If you couldn't tell, this is an umbrella from the Kingsman franchise, but I guess Epic weren't paid enough to keep it around for long, as this was deleted 3 updates later, never to be seen again. I really hope that Eren Yeager returns though. He's still the only anime character to ever be featured in a battle pass, making him one you'll never be able to buy again. Pretty weird decision, but hey, there is a way Epic could solve this. The original AOT collab is full of skins from the earlier parts of the anime, while it's meant to promote the final season where everyone's a full-grown adult. So if they drop a part 2, players are desperate to see reskins where the characters are designed around the final season. And they've made decisions like this recently. Reminds me of the current battle pass where Korra has become the secret skin. Yeah, it was obviously to promote the huge Avatar collab that came afterwards, but I suggest you grab her while you can because Korra will never be unlockable again after the season. And definitely don't expect to enjoy Fortnite's first ever collab either. Of course, they blew everyone away back in 2018 with the Infinity War crossover. You could literally turn into Thanos. I mean, who would've want this back? Well, now that Phase 3 is long gone and Marvel's moving on, it is almost guaranteed that this LTM will never happen again. They only brought it back once for the release of Endgame, this time updating it with more items like the Shatari launcher, jetpack, and energy rifle. Newer players wish they had the chance to play this, even for one day, but to be fair to Epic, it's literally in the name LTM, limited time. Can't say they didn't warn us. And a few years from now, one of the most devastating collabs players will have missed out on is Family Guy. I don't need to tell you how much fans wanted Peter Griffin. It was all we talked about for years, and after waiting that long, Fortnite decided to put him in a battle pass. There's plenty of room for a follow-up with Lois, Stewie, or anyone from the show, but that's all Family Guy fans can get in the future. Peter is locked away forever. But even players who were around during the Bounty Hunter season have probably forgotten who the secret skin was. There was just way too many collabs collabs during that time, it's hard to remember who was part of the shop and who was exclusive. But we didn't know who the secret outfit would be either, with our only clue being found at Stealthy Stronghold. At first, with the crashed vehicles and cage vibe, it felt like a teaser for Jurassic Park. But we were proven wrong as diehard fans noticed it was referencing scenes from Predator. Suddenly he was in the game and defending the POI as a boss. He fought us using an exclusive claw mythic that only he could use. And ironically, it's not the only thing players are locked out of, and now his entire set is lost to time. And it turns out even celebrities can be banned from returning. Only 2 Icon series outfits have ever been in a battle pass, with Neymar being the secret skin and Cabby LeMay surprising everyone during Chapter 4. Both of them didn't really have anything to do with Fortnite. Neymar's a soccer player while Cabby is one of the biggest TikTokers. It was clearly a way to get new people into the game. And while it might have worked, that was your only chance to cop them. Epic found a way to give Neymar to players with the Fortnite FC bundles, but even those were limited time, so yikes. Some Icon series cosmetics are banned for being too controversial. In 2021, leakers found files for a new DaBaby emote promoting a song AM to PM. It was literally days away from release before DaBaby said some insanely controversial stuff on stage, causing Epic to delete it in an instant. Meanwhile, his existing emotes are blacklisted and have never returned. Balenciaga is just as worrying. You'd think a fashion brand would be pretty safe to collab with, but nope. From day one, their crossover was strange, with Fortnite hoodies selling for up to $1,000. That was nothing compared to their huge ad controversy, which I can't even talk about in this video, it's that bad. Due to the backlash, it's obvious why this crossover will never return again. Now, there is a chance that 2 of the most iconic band celebrities might actually come back to the game. Will Smith made his debut in 2021 with the release of Mike Lowry from Bad Boys. It was to promote the new film, which made sense, but then as we know, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. A lot of heat at the time, causing the skin to be blacklisted, except there is another Bad Boys film about to drop, and the backlash from the Oscars has pretty much died down. So while it is completely safe for Epic to bring this collab back, the question is, will they? The other infamous celebrity is also the most anticipated to return. Travis Scott still holds a place in millions of players' hearts, putting on one of their favorite live events ever. For years it was thought that he was banned from Fortnite after the Astroworld tragedy, until Tim Sweeney himself confirmed he was always welcome. From this, it became obvious why this outfit was so hard to find. The original contract probably only let them sell Travis for astronomical, meaning his team are responsible for him vanishing. On screen right now, you'll find a video about items that'll never return. Definitely go watch it. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.